The orcs have been repelled, and their war boss has been defeated. But this war is far from over. The orcs still threaten to overcome several major population centers, and could mass more than a large enough force to overwhelm the Imperial armies present on the planet. We have bought time, nothing more. But this is no longer a primary concern. Our scouts have recovered evidence that the forces of chaos, the great enemy, may be operating on this planet, right under our very noses. We must face this foe wherever they stand. If there is even a chance that they are here, we must seek them out and destroy them. Inquisitor Toth is demanding that we leave the planet, but of all the powers his position grants him, commandeering a space marine company is not one of them. I must admit that I find his presence unwelcome so soon after the events on my homeworld of Cyrene. Inquisitors have a way of inflaming a guilty conscience, and that I do not need right now.
This warp storm could trap us here for a month or for a century. We cannot risk staying here. We must evacuate Tartarus before it arrives in 3 days' time.
The Imperial Guard and Holy Fleet can attend to the evacuation. The Blood Ravens have more pressing matters to contend with.
Such as?
I believe agents of chaos have taken strong root here.
I sense no taint here. Even so, were there a chaos presence on Tartarus, it is better we leave them here with the orcs than waste more lives fighting them. We could wish no worse fate for either of our enemies, and to be trapped with the other. But we must leave here now.
That is a matter for my brothers and I to decide. We will use these 3 days to settle our affairs and satisfy our suspicions. Meanwhile, you have our transports to facilitate evacuation.
Colonel Brom, the captain and I must attend to matters of faith. If you would leave us, please.
But surely this involves me as a...
Forgive me for not being clear on the matter. I said please, when in fact I meant now.
This does involve him. You should have shown him a modicum of respect.
Captain, you uncovered extensive heresy on your home world. Cyrene, was it?
That has nothing to do with the events here on Tartarus.
But I believe they do. You requested the Inquisition undertake an exterminatus, the destruction of your planet's entire populace, which we obliged.
I still fail to see...
Captain, I am not questioning your loyalty, but I must wonder if your actions on Cyrene have not affected your judgment. Perhaps that was a poor choice of words. I merely fear that you might see chaos, but it does not exist. I ask that as a loyal subject of the Emperor, you serve the Imperium's interest before your own agenda.
Captain, that Inquisitor had no right to speak to you in such manner. But perhaps he is right. The coming storm will trap our enemies here, where they can consume one another.
And what if the forces of chaos escape the system before the storm? No. We will not use this freak occurrence as an excuse to avoid our enemies, or our responsibility. They are here for a reason, and we will discover that reason.
We are with you, brother Captain, as always.
The humans are coming your way in full force. You should hear their heavy feet long before you see them, and smell them long before that.
Orbital Command has indicated the dropship landed in this general proximity. We've discovered a path, Captain. It's obvious someone has been digging here.
Cut by orcs?
I've never seen an orc lend such a careful hand to a task.
If it wasn't orcs, then it must be the forces of chaos. We will follow this path and discover the truth behind what has transpired here. A glorious one for the Imperium. Follow me into battle.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Fear not the Psyker.
What is it you desire?
The Emperor protects. Agreed. My aim shall not falter. Beware the alien.
How can I serve?
Orcs! Attack! Beware the alien.
Knowledge is power.
The Emperor protects. They weren't attacking. They were fleeing.
Scouts in
What could
position.
inspire
What is it you
fear in
desire?
an orc?
I will see that
Venerate
it
the
happens.
immortal
On alert,
Emperor.
brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
There is no such thing as innocence.
Yes.
Only degrees of guilt.
Thing is not right here. These orc bodies do not look like they were dispatched by Imperial hands. We must proceed with caution. In his service. I serve mankind. Eldar.
Perhaps we were mistaken about the presence of the forces of chaos. The immortal
Be it
Emperor.
Eldar or Chaos. I will have answers either way. Press on.
I stand ready.
Hold formation and attack!
Hope is the first step on the road to
Yes.
Praise the Emperor.
How can I serve?
Yes, we think alike.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. My faith is my shield. By my command. Dark Reapers, fall back. We need Rhino transport tanks. They will allow us to get through unscathed and attack the Dark Reapers on those cliffs above.
An open mind is like
Walk
a fortress
softly
with its gates
and carry a
unbarred and
big
unguarded.
Agreed.
I stand ready.
Rhino transports are now available.
None
Build
can
them
stand
at the machine
before the
cult.
How can I serve?
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Here to serve. As you wish.
Today the enemy shall know fear. Confirmed. By my command. Attack! On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. The Emperor protects. For the Emperor. Beware the alien.
I stand ready.
Heretic. For the honor of the chapter. I shall not fail.
Taking
Scouts
damage.
ready.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
How can I serve?
Take in position.
No one will stop us. No one will stop us.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
How can I serve?
Walk softly and carry a
Scouts
big
here.
gun.
Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Taking damage.
He who stands with you shall be my brother.
I sense danger. We will root it out.
Praise the Emperor. I shall not fail.
What is it you desire? I will see that it happens.
Scouts awaiting orders.
I am prepared. I am prepared. There is no such thing.
Scouts ready.
None can stand before
Scouts
the
awaiting orders.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. I am prepared.
Scouts ready.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
I will see that.
Praise the Emperor.
Scouts here. Commencing infiltration. Infiltrating enemy territory.
Yes, Lord.
I will see
At
that
least
happens.
we know that the orcs and Eldar are not in league together.
When one enemy attacks... another, it does not mean they aren't in league.
I am
just that they are living up to their lack of honor.
And those who lack honor deserve
disappointment.
death. I am prepared.
The first step on the road to disappointment. You are
What is it you desire?
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
only degrees of guilt. I shall never die.
What do you mean?
I did well.
Yes.
I am prepared.
For the Inquisition.
My faith is
What is it you desire?
on my way. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
The immortal emperor.
What is it you desire?
Today the enemy shall
What is it you desire?
I am prepared. I will.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unlocked and unguarded.
The Emperor protects.
The Emperor protects.
By my command. Attack!
The immortal
To me, the Emperor protects. My aim shall not falter. Today the enemy shall be fear.
Attack, men! Attack! It will be done.
My faith is my shield.
Scouts in position. Getting into position.
Awaiting orders.
With all due haste.
At last, back to war. To me, my brothers.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Scouts here. We'll move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
knowledge is power.
Beware. I am prepared.
I will see that it happens.
What would you have?
Command me.
Walk softly. I am prepared.
For the Emperor.
Gates unguarded.
I am ready to serve. Again. I will push those who serve.
What is it you desire?
There is no such thing as necessity. Only degrees of guilt.
Yes.
I am ready to serve. Again. Even in death I still serve.
I stand ready.
What is it you desire?
Scouts awaiting
There
orders.
is no such thing as necessity. Only
I
degrees of
am ready to serve. Again.
On my way. I will see that it happens.
Command me.
What is it you desire?
Command me. Taking heavy fire.
I will see that it happens. On my way. I will see that it happens. I will see that it happens.
Scouts in position. Infiltrating enemy territory.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and
Yes,
unguarded.
Lord. I shall obey.
Position
Build
secure.
routine 721 initiated.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Ever vigilant.
I am ready to serve. Again.
The Emperor
Artillery
protects.
Faith is eternal.
Walk softly.
Artillery
I
ready.
am the instrument of his will.
Stay vigilant, brothers.
Establishing
Moving
a
out.
secondary base near this location
Weapons
will
at
give us a
ready.
forward
It is
position
time.
with which to engage the enemy.
Urge. Kill.
Faith is eternal.
Through the destruction of our
I am the
enemies,
Orders received, brother. Orders received, brother. Stay vigilant, brothers. Fear our wrath. Orders received, brother. Moving out. Maintain attack formation. Orders received, brother.
Command me. I shall end you.
I am ready
Under
to
fire.
pass
I
judgment.
am ready to serve.
I am prepared for the Inquisition.
How can I serve?
We are the Emperor's troops.
I am the instrument of his will.
I speak his word.
What was it you desired?
Let the grenade fly. Your order. At your command. Kill.
Faith is eternal.
Follow me into battle.
I await your instructions. With all due haste.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
At last, back to war.
This day shall be a glorious one for
venerate
the
the
Imperium.
immortal Emperor. An open mind is like a fortress with
How
its
can I
gates
serve?
unbarred and unguarded. An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Yes. The Emperor
We
protects.
stand ready.
So the good Inquisitor senses no chaos here. How fortunate for the Imperium that such keen-eyed eagles stand vigil over her gates.
What dark crafts have these Eldar invoked?
None. At least not here. The servants of chaos sacrificed this poor guardsman themselves.
To what end, Isidore?
I know not. I believe the altar is a marker, a waypoint in a map that leads elsewhere. Someone defaced many portions of text. Regardless of what chaos seeks here, the altar requires a sacrifice of blood, or more likely, a life.
Brother Isidore, you have an hour to study the altar. Document everything as is our tradition. Then burn it, lest its taint infect us all.
But Gabriel, there is much to learn from here. We should not be too eager to...
Learn what? Chaos does not teach. It misleads and it betrays. There is nothing to learn here, save for our next course. These transports have been damaged somehow. Make the repairs, and be quick.
Well, Brother Isidore, what betrayal have you wrought? Disabling your own vehicles? Harboring artifacts despite your good captain's instructions?
Gabriel does not understand. He does not appreciate the significance of this.
Oh, but I do.
Quiet, heretic. Once I find what you seek, I will use it against you for the glory of the Emperor and my brothers.
You wish to deal me a harsh blow, to prove your strength and worth. Well, then come to me. I wait at Mount Korath.
Have no fear, sorcerer. I will be there.